So the Berditchever in Kedushas Levi, Parsha Tezaveh, explains that the 12 months of the year correspond with the different Shvatim. And the month of Adar corresponds with Shevet Yossef. And Shevet Yossef is divided into Menashe and Ephraim. And therefore, Shevet Adar is sometimes Mu'ubar. You have a leap year with two Adars for the two Shvatim. Now, Efraim and Menashe each correspond to a different concept. The Menashe is the concept of difficulties and sorrow, whereas Efraim is the concept of good and saving. So, like the pasuk by Menashe, it says, "Ki nashani Elokim is kol Amali, is kol Avi." So that Hashem has made me forget. When after Yossef was born, he said this, that Hashem has made me forget all of my difficulties and toil that I did. Whereas by Efraim it says, "Ki frani Elokim be'eretz," that Hashem has greatened me, has saved me, has increased me, so Ephraim then corresponds with the good, and that's what happened by Purim. Purim, first you had the difficulties. And then you have the concept of the good. You have so that's the same as Efraim lifnei Menashe. You have the good before the bad, even, and that's actually also hinted to in the mazel dagim. Each one of the different astrological signs that correspond with the different months. So we know that in Adar you have Pisces, you have the mazel dagim, the fish, and the concept of a mazel itself is also the word God. So you have the word for mazel is God, and that hints to the idea of gomel dalim, to give to the poor. Also divided into two concepts: the gimel, which is the giver of the good, and the dalit, which is the impoverished and the bad, and and that's what happened in the simple sense seems to be that you had tzara and then you got saved from it. But really it's mazel dag also, because Hashem is makdim refua lemaka, that the good is before the bad even. So the Efraim came before Menashe, even though Menashe was the firstborn, and you'd think it would be in that order, but really it's the Dali comes before the Gimel, because Hashem placed the whole Hishtalshlus Hadvarim with Vashti and Esther and Mordechai, and Esther becoming queen, and Mordechai were already in place when the decree happened. So the refuah, the healing for the difficulties was already there before the difficulties, and therefore we had the saving of Purim in that way.